everyone. Thanks for joining our AMA on scalp trading. We are talking about HODLNOTS, which can be found in the TAF ecosystem on taftoken.io, as well as bitcointaf.com. So hopefully you can go check it out. Over to you, John.
If you'd like to start off and just explain to a lot of people maybe who've never either gotten into crypto what scalping means. And we're not following any sort of cultural tradition of headhunting and so forth, but so what it really entails.
Scalp trading is learning. Thank you, John. That's a great question. Scalp trading is where you take profits or you scalp them off the top daily. So what we endeavor to do is to teach you, number one, a simplistic way to learn how to buy cryptocurrency, how to sell cryptocurrency, and how to trade it on multiple platforms. So everybody we teach, I'm going to say lives in all different parts of the world. We teach globally. So there's different exchanges and different platforms depending on where you reside and where you can get in and out of platforms. So we teach a couple of them in general. We are friendly with Binance and KuCoin. So a lot of USA use KuCoin, but there are lots of other platforms now. There's Coinbase, FTX, Bittrex, Independent Reserve in Australia. We have another one in Australia that I just found out about today that I'm checking into that has like over 300 coins in it, but it's only available for Australians, but we're trying to get more Australians opened up to cryptocurrency. But to answer your question, John, it is getting profits quick, short, simple on as little as minute charts. So that's my absolute favorite. It's like a roller coaster ride for some people. But if you want to learn how to do this, if you maybe have lost your job because of the world events, you have a real profession, but you can't do it anymore. We have a lot of those with us. We've been actually out there on the sites where people have stepped down from jobs or lost their jobs for one reason or another. And a lot of companies out there right now are low staffed. So they've had to let some people go for other reasons as well. Long story short, we're here to help you make supplemental income or to replace your income, and we can teach you how to do it. It's not teaching you get rich quick. However, you can make a lot of money real quick if the coins are running. So, and it depends on how much money you have to use. We start you off on paper trading. You can trade with as little as about $10 or $15 a trade. Okay, some platforms you can even do $1, but basically about $10 trades. But you're not going to make a whole lot on $10 trades. I mean, if you are lucky enough to get a coin that goes up 50%, you make $5. But those are not all the time. I'm not going to lead you down a road that's going to be false. Most of the trades that most people do are somewhere in the neighborhood about 3%. And if you do about 5 of those, you know, you can add that up and that's a nice daily profit for the day. We do have coins that run over 100% in an hour. When we find those, we're all really, really happy in our trading area. But we trade together as a team and a community. We find coins, we're all looking for the coins. We know what we're looking for. And when we're in them, then we trade them. And we trade them in the safe zone. And we teach you what that safe zone is. HODLNOTS is a very different type of trading platform because we have live traders. We have a lot of them. And they're all seasoned traders. They all know how to scalp trade, and they hold your hand and they get you through the basics and get you to start doing it. Does that help?
I think that's a great start. Thank you, Wendy. And then there was a question a question ready from Dion in the chat. Percentage-wise, on average, how much can we look at per day, per week? Obviously, providing that the market is good for profit.
Oh, that's a good question, Dion. It depends on a lot of factors. That is very hard to quantify. It depends on how much screen time you have. If I am trading and that's all I'm doing, and I spend 4 to 5 hours on the markets when they're good, when Bitcoin's going up and all the coins are running, I can make a heck of a lot of percentage gain. And it really just depends on the coins. We can go over some coins and I can show you some examples. It just depends totally on the coin. There are coins, and we teach you in our course which coins are slower movers, like Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin can move fairly fast, but the same trade in another coin could yield 30%, where Bitcoin is 1%. So it really depends on the coin. We teach you how to tell the difference in the coins. We teach you which coins do 55% rule, meaning they're going to go up 55% over a week to 10 days, possibly. They're slower movers. So those are not the ones that I scalp trade on the daily, because they're not going to yield me a bigger percentage gain. So to answer your question, to quantify a percentage, it depends on the coin, because some coins don't really do a whole lot before they go down. And then some will do 100% in an hour or more. And when we find those, we jump on them. And we teach you how to tell the difference in liquidity, meaning how much money is safe to put on a coin and trade on it. On a stop loss, we teach you how to do it safe, risk, we don't teach futures, guys. We don't teach high-end leverage trading. We will teach you how to do 3x leveraged coins, the small ones that are located on KuCoin, but we don't even venture off into 10x. We make plenty of money on the regular safe trading platform, and we teach you how to do it yourself. We don't take your money and trade it for you. So that's another thing that you need to know. So we do not trade for you, but we trade with you, and we teach you how to do it. We teach you a skill.
Absolutely. So that's just to comment on Dion's comment, really, is easily between 5 and 10% per week. But again, it depends on how many hours you do put in. And then there's a question from Stephanie. Okay. She says, if I'm used to trading Forex, is it very different to, is it very different to adapt to trading coins?
It's similar, but it's very different at the same time. Scalp trading, and I'll show you, it's different. We teach you 11, 12, 13. We teach you about, the tool that we give you has 11 indicators, but we teach you about 15. So we teach you which indicators are more important than others, how to synergistically look at all of the indicators, especially if you're a Forex trader. I will tell you this, that I have better luck usually with newbies or new people who have never traded before, because they don't have all the advanced training that you might have as a Forex trader. When you're Forex trading, you probably bank very heavily on the RSI. And we don't bank that heavily on the RSI. It's one of the indicators that we do use, but we use it a little bit differently than you would use it in Forex trading. We pay stronger emphasis on the Ichimoku clouds and also the lagging span, along with some different indicators that we have dialed in for minute scalping. It's different. It's a whole new ball game, really. Trading cryptocurrency is very profitable, and it's more profitable on the exchanges that have higher liquidity and more traders on them. So Binance used to be a really, really strong platform. It still is, don't get me wrong, but a lot of people have left that platform because they got very restrictive on their KYC. And so a lot of people hopped over to KuCoin. So KuCoin is a very good platform. It's just a little bit riskier because of the stop loss on that one. And they also have trading bots on KuCoin. And the trading bots sort of mess up the order books a little bit. But we teach you how to trade on both different types of styles and different platforms. And the trainers that we have are all very advanced. So it's just learning a different technique and a different style. But everybody's been through the program, everybody knows how to do it, and they hold your hand and they help you along. You might struggle a little bit if you've been Forex trading, just because it is quite different, but the knowledge that you have will go with you a long way in trading, especially if you know support and resistance, and you know Fibonacci charts, and you know how to read patterns and different things. If you're really off into Forex and commodities trading, you should love cryptocurrency. It's easier. It's actually easier. Hopefully that answered your question. It's not difficult. It's not easy, but it's simple. They don't.
You're going to get in trouble.
I know. We teach it a simple, basic. We don't dial in all of the indicators and teach you everything you need to know about the indicators. We teach you just what you need to know, so you don't overthink it.
For sure.
That helps.
And then there's a question from Stephen. So Stephen's asking, do I need to do the course before joining the community? And I presume Den, really a new trader, just 2 months.
Okay. You can join the den without taking the course if you know how to scalp trade. We find coins in there. You get what's called a trading bot tips, and you need to know how to use those. So if you've not taken the course, you don't know how we read these bot tips, we will help you along the way a little bit. You won't have the tools that we code and that we use, but if you're a good trader, you'll be able, what you come into the community for is to find the coins that you scalp trade with on 1 minute charts. So yeah, you can join us anytime you like. I would highly suggest you take the course so you know what we're talking about, but we do have people in the den who have not taken the course, and we have a lot of fun in there. We do contests and we have trade ups, and we take teams and we trade for fun. And when the market's going down, we're finding coins in the in a risky area, and we're using what we have buy sell tags on our thing that helps us, so on our tool. So we trade lots of different ways, but there's always somebody from somewhere global around the world that's usually in the den trading. And we try and man it as much as possible with our support staff and our trainers. But there's times where the community's just in there. It stays open 24/7. So if you're bored and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, it's not 3 o'clock in the morning on the other side of the world. So you may find me at certain times, you'll find the trainers in there at certain times. And we just pop in and out all the time. So we're looking for coins. We find the coins with anybody who's trying to trade, and we try and help you along. If I'm in there, I'm usually trying to help you along, because I'll tell you when I'm in a coin and I'll tell you when I'm exiting a coin. So you pretty much kind of know if I've jumped in, so you can help make a decision on your own. Well, would Wendy get in this coin? Yeah, well, Wendy's already in this coin, but there's usually maybe 3 or 4 coins running at the same time, and you might have a couple of the trainers that are in another coin. So we teach you how to assess the coins and try and make a really good decision on which one you're going to get in without having FOMO. Okay.
That's great. Then another quick follow-up question then from Dion. Is that in the den only or in a Telegram group as well? I'm not sure what he's referring to there.
The den is a Telegram group. We call it the den. It's a den of traders. That's okay.
I just meant you have to see it in the den, which means it is a Telegram group that answers the question.
It is. It is a Telegram group, and we have a lot of people. We have hundreds of traders all over, and some there's a lot of them who are not vocal. They don't want to type and trade at the same time, but we know they're online. And so we continue, I'll continue to post coins. They'll post coins in there. If you're one of those that you just don't like the banner, or you don't want to just chat with people or whatever, you just want to trade, you come in, you might say, hi guys, I'm trading. What coins are running? So that somebody knows that you're there, and then you can go silent if you'd like. And then we know that you're there, and we say, hey, Bob, or, hey, Dion, glad to see you here. Let's see, I'm in this side, or this one's running right now, and this one's running. And we've got lots of eyes on the coins. So we're trying to find those coins, but most of us minute scalp. So when we're in there on coins, we're fast and furious. So we're mostly minute to 3 minute to 5 minute, depending on how fast you want to go. But I'm usually minute scalping, and I make money in minutes. I can show you some examples too. I do trade bigger money. So when you get this and you get the concept down, we teach you how to trade until you can trade up to $100, and we endeavor to get you to 1,000. So when you get $1,000 to trade with, hopefully you've earned it along the way in practicing, then you lose a little bit of the emotional attachment to it. But if you can use $1,000 to trade with, you can make a good living with $1,000 trades. Because if you make a 10% trade or 3% trades, you basically have you make $100. Okay, and you can do that sometimes in 15 minutes. It's good. It's a good hourly rate. Coins are running all the time, and there's always one that runs against Bitcoin. Even when the whole market is tanking, there's always 1 or 2 coins. So we will find them if you need them.
And then there was another question regarding what does one need to know before getting into scalping? If you're new to crypto, what are the kind of things that you would need to be able to grasp and to be able to understand?
It would be good if you had some basic concept about what cryptocurrency is, what Bitcoin is, that, you know, the coin, that it's a digital currency. And it would be really helpful if you at least know how to send, buy, and, you know, buy some crypto on an exchange and send it somewhere. You know, if you can't, our people will help you. We will help you from the very get-go scratch if you know nothing about it. It just helps to know if you know what the blockchain is, that it's a ledger that keeps a record, and just the bare bones basic. But if you don't have it, you need to let us know, and then we will put a trainer with you that can kind of give you a quick overview of making sure you know how to put money on an exchange and take it off an exchange, so that we can help you with that. We do help with different platforms depending on what country you live in. We have experts in every, or what I like to call, you know, subject matter experts, SMEs, in each country. So, or most countries, I should say, and that we know what exchanges we can help you with if you're not on an exchange or you need one. If you want to trade on certain ones and you can't, we'll let you know that as well. Or what, you know, we have a lot of South Africans. I will tell you that they're our roots. They rule a lot of our area because the South Africa is turned on to crypto, and they always have been. So there's a lot of information for South Africans from our trainers, but we do have some American trainers and we have some Australian trainers, and we have them in different parts of the world. So we can help you if you just have to speak up. And that's what we encourage is for you to speak up and ask questions, because our team can help you get where you need to be. If you really want to do this and you don't give up on us, we won't give up on you. Okay, so that's how our team works. Is we want to get you in abundance, and we want you to be a very successful trader, because we know that when you get in abundance, that you'll help pay it forward, and then you can help people. We can all help a whole lot more people when we all get in abundance. So we work as a team, and we like it that way. And we'd love to have. It's not a lot of fun to trade by yourself at home. I mean, Grant, I like trading in peace and quiet, and I want to focus when I'm doing that kind of thing. But at the same time, it's fun to have somebody cheer you on, and you just made a 12% trade, and you're just so excited, and you may not have anybody to tell, and your partner may not even care because they don't care that you're trading. I gotta have one of those too. But it's like you can go in the den and we will cheer you on. We will say, well done, 12%. Oh my gosh, what coin was it? And, you know, excellent. So we think it's fun. You know, it's my happy place. So you will find me in the den more than you will find me anywhere else. So I'm there as much as I can. And when I'm not there, like today, I might have to be up a little while longer tonight.
FOMO is real.
It is.
Two questions, or okay, one, Pello is asking about sharing the Telegram link, and I presume that's to the den. We can talk about BTAF shortly, Wendy. But for those who are considering doing the HODLNOTS course and scalping, what do you think is the key, or the recipe to success, to having a successful course and then to become a successful scalper?
Okay, good question. Good question. We opened up our new room today. Okay, so if you are wanting to take the next course, which is March, it's up next week. Okay, so we start it on Monday. For me, it's Monday. For some people, it's Sunday night, depending on your time zone. Okay, so it's either going to be late night for you, or it's going to be super early morning. We try and get the best time zone to be convenient for everybody, but it's not. But the course is fully recorded. I would say if you are serious to do this, all right, put aside the time if you can to make the course live. If you can't because of work commitments, because you weren't prepared for it yet, you can always watch the video every single day and catch up. But try and make as much as the extra that the training puts out, meaning we have coffee chats, we have extracurricular activities after you get the basic training every day. We have interactive stuff that goes on in the Telegram room, that questions and maybe homework assignments. And the more that you can engage and participate, it's for your learning experience. So the more that you can ask questions and participate instead of just sitting there and being very, very quiet. If you can participate and ask the same question 5 times if you need to, until the light bulb goes on and you're going, okay, I get it now. The trainers don't get upset. They're like, we want you to ask questions. We want you to get this. So I would say just to take your time, realize that you're going to want to get out there right away after the first. Some people are trading by day 3. And I'm going to highly recommend that you just slow it down and get through the entire course. Take it step at a time, day by day, do the assignments and do it right. And you will see that there's plenty of time for scalp trading. Do your apprenticeship program, meaning practice on paper, and don't just jump right out there with a whole bunch of money and thinking that it's really easy and simple, because if you don't get the technique down, you might lose some money, and then that's going to hurt your confidence level. And we don't want to do that. We want you to be a successful trader. So we want you to practice before you put your money on it. But then when you put your money on it, it's a whole nother emotional ball game. So we want to work you through that program, but just allowing enough time and patience. Some people are really full on with their work and their job and their life and kids and all of that, and they get very little sleep as it is. So the course, I'll be honest with you, is pretty full on. It's very intensive the first week. We go over a lot of, it's like almost information overload, but it's recorded. Take it, break it down, step at a time. We just want to get the information in your hands so that you have it and you can go over it and over it and over it until you get it. So just really taking your time and just realizing this is not a get rich quick, but it is definitely, this works. I can guarantee you it works. The percentage gains are there. The coins do run. It's just catching them right and learning how to do this. And it comes with practice.
Just touching on that very quickly, Stephanie had a question just regarding how long is the course? Okay. If you just want to briefly touch on that, and then I've got another question for you.
Sure. Okay. So the course starts, it's Monday through Friday for me. It's about an hour to an hour. We try and get it in about an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes max each day live. And then it's just off and on different things throughout the day that are recorded for you to watch later, homework assignments, those kind of things during the day. So I give you the first 5 days of basic training. And then we work with you from there for the next 3 weeks. You graduate, it's another extended week. So basically you're going to get full trainings for about 10 days before you graduate. Once you graduate, then we put you in a room called the Lodge, which is our training area that is very similar to the newbie room, was what we call it when you first go in. But this is called the Lodge. This is where we continue to upskill you. You can learn all kinds of advanced techniques and technical analysis skill sets, and continue to get support from the trainers in there. So they go over your charts, what's this, what's that, answering your questions along the way. When you want to trade, you jump into the den. So it's 2 separate Telegram groups that you get monthly. You get the live support, plus you get our bot tips that go off, which we teach you how to use those. But basically the course, the full course in itself, what Vicki is about 3 to 4 weeks. The training part of it is the first 2 weeks, and then we give you some practice and extra support while you're in the lodge in the den for the remainder of the 2 weeks. And we continue to work with you. And we give you a taste of, we allow you to come into the den and the lodge area so you can see what you're getting before you decide whether you want to stay with us or go trade off on your own. And we really want you to see what it's like to be part of our community and see how many coins you can catch. Because if you get 1 or 2 coins, that'll more than pay for your subscription for the whole month. And finding the coins is probably the hardest part, is finding the run when it happens and knowing when to trade it. So hopefully that would help. answer that question. And the next one.
Yeah, the next one, let me just quickly find it, was just regarding KuCoin and stop losses. I don't know if you'd like to touch on it very quickly. Not sure if this is the right forum to ask. But in terms of, well, maybe this is just something we touch on in the course regarding stop losses, and how we use them for Binance, obviously, and the differences between that and using market buy and sell. But that is something we cover in the course. Hey, Wendy? We
do cover all of that in the course. We cover the OCO, we cover trailing your stop loss up. Binance is by far the safer platform when it comes to a stop loss, to tell you the truth. It's much safer. KuCoin, half a dozen of the other. I've tried the stop loss 3 or 4 times, and most of the time it doesn't work. I've had it work twice. It's on a delay, but they also have trading bots on there. So it is a much more difficult platform. But in saying that, I really like trading on KuCoin better because of the fact that there's bigger runs there. And you're going to make a lot more money there in percentage gains than you will on Binance. So that's why we teach both platforms, and we have bots that run on, tip-offs that run on both platforms. Binance is the better one to practice on as your beginner, for sure.
Yep, that's where I started, and then you want to get your confidence up and your consistency, go over to KuCoin, where it's a little bit more wild. Regarding exchanges, very quickly there, Wendy, Donatien has actually asked, is it possible to trade on Kraken, and or there are other exchanges as well? So comments on that.
I'm not familiar with Kraken, but I know that on almost all exchanges you can trade on. You can use the same principles that we're using, as long as it's not just a buy and sell platform. As long as it has a chart for you to look at with the indicators, you can trade it. So there's lots and lots of exchanges. I am practicing right now, looking at Gate.io, which is another platform that has lots of more different coins on it. The platforms have gotten to be really big because they have lots of different coins on them. And again, now there's one, I think it's called Digital Surge. I can give you my link for that one. That one's a new one in Australia for Australians only. It has 300 something coins on it. And it's really, really cool. So there's going to be lots of platforms available all over the world as they keep opening them up. And some will be specific to your country. And like Coinbase is, some people use Coinbase in America. They all work a little bit differently as far as buying and selling. But if you have one that you like more than others, FTX is another platform. It's a little bit different as well. Gate.io is a little bit different on buying and selling. It's a little bit more complex, but there's lots of different coins. So you want to learn how to, spread your risk or spread your availability for coins, but we show you how to find them on all different platforms. So yeah, we'll work with Kraken if it's a good platform. Huboy is another one. It just depends on, we want to stay on the platforms that have the most traders on them, because when you have the more traders, that's when they move coins more and you'll get bigger percentage gains. So Binance is the world's largest, and then from there, KuCoin is one of the next biggest. So that's why we use those two, and those are the ones we trade on right now and train on. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So if anybody else has any other questions, you're more than welcome. Pop it in the chat, pop up your hand. But Wendy, I think you wanted to show us something.
I do. Okay. So I'm going to show you some different things. And, I don't want to give you false hope, but I don't want you to think that you're not going to make money at this either. Okay. Where am I at? This is which platform? What did I share? I've got too many screens here. That was a PowerPoint. Did I share my PowerPoint? Hold on. That's what I want to share. Okay. I got too many screens up. It's a real issue. Okay, so I wanted to show you this. This was an example, just one example of many. Okay, hold on, 222. There you go. Okay, one coin that ran that you probably wouldn't be trading on a long term. Most people don't even know what Cortex is. It's just a coin. We really don't care about the use of a coin, whether it's just a coin if it's running, we're on it and we're out of it. We're not long-term holding. This is scalping. This is, I will scalp the coin, I will buy it, and I will get rid of it. I'm not going to sit on it for long periods of time. So in this particular one, this was on our 5-minute scalping. For those people who like it a little bit slower, this smooths out a little bit, but this is what we teach you to look for. And this is where most of our money comes from, is what we call the first mountain run. And so the first mountain run, we have ways to find this. And this particular coin in 1 hour ran 51%. So this is how you have to break down the percentage. And this is for you, Dion, because you were asking about how much money can you make. If on this trade, which was 1 hour on a 5-minute time frame, okay, you had $10 that you traded on that, you made $5.10. If you on that same trade were using $100, you made $51 an hour. And that right there is a lot more than a lot of people make in an hour. I can tell you that. A lot of tradies here, that will set a lot of people free. If you can find several trades like this, this is a really good coin. They don't happen all the time. So I'm not trying to say that this is happening all the time. This is a really good run, and we do find them. Okay. But if you had $1,000, which I try to teach you to trade with, you would have made $510 for that hour. And that's more than a lot of professions make. And so if we teach you how to find these coins, and I spend a lot of my time assessing coins, but when I find a good run, I bank on it, and I bank on it good. And if you can learn how to do that and catch this run right here, okay, and you can see we have buy sell tags that kind of help you out along the way. That's coded in our tool, and you get the tool free. We don't sell it separately. It comes with the course because we teach you how to use it, but it also has these buy sell tags on all the time frames. But if this coin had the ability to trade with the liquidity, a high liquidity coin, and you could put 10 grand on that, you would have made $5,100 for an hour. And we do have coins that are that way. We have coins, and we will teach you on the course which coins can handle $1 million, which ones can handle 500,000. It depends, and you don't want to jump on coins with too much money if they can't handle it. So we teach that in our course as well. But this is just a perfect example of a scalp trade, and we teach you which ones not to trade, okay, and which ones you can and which ones you can't, and how to get in and out of coins so that if this doesn't do this, you know, and when to hold on or when to sell, what to do. But this is a perfect example of what we teach. Now, I could go over some examples. I don't have all my examples here, but somebody asked me quite some time ago, can you know, how much money do I make? Okay, if I did this for a living, and now I've been practicing for years now, but if I did this for a living, and this is all I did, and I didn't spend my time teaching or trading, I could easily make thousands of dollars every single day using capital. Okay, so I don't want to say that I'm just using $10 to trade with, but I'm using somewhere in the neighborhood of anywhere between 2,000 and I can use up to about 20 grand to trade with. But most of my trades now are between 1,000 and 5,000 max, because I make good money on that. But somebody said, well, I don't believe that you can really get $1,000 a day. Really, you know, everybody be doing that. I said, well, everybody should be doing it because I can do it. And so he asked me to do it real time, not go back and find a coin that I have traded before. Okay, so I can send this to anybody that wants it, but I'll blow this up so you guys can see this. Okay, hopefully you can see this. But I did it the next day because he asked me real time. I don't want you to cheat. I wouldn't cheat anyway. I don't need to cheat, but all it takes is one good coin. Okay, so what I did was, this was on September 1st, and I took metal. NTL ran, and it only took one coin for me to do it on. But as you can see, I was using $10,000 to trade with. So I took one coin, and I made, in less than 30 minutes, I made $2,367 profit minute scalping. Now you can see here, and you can go back and check these trades. If anybody wants this, you can have it. I don't care. It's just, this was an example of real time on what I did. Let's move that one out of the way somewhere. Somewhere it's going to go down, but you can see here, I've just kind of blew it up so you could see it. It doesn't want to shrink. Hold on, let me get rid of that. We'll move that out of the way. That was my fast trade. I think this is the fastest one I ever did. This one I did, and I was using $15,000 on that one trade, and I went in and out in less than a minute. It was 46 seconds, and I made $162. So if you have the capital to use and you learn how to do this, you can make all kinds of money. This isn't the norm, and this isn't what a lot of people trade with. So I don't want to say, again, false hope, but if you really learn how to do this and you practice it, and you learn how to do it properly, you can make some serious money when you have some capital to work with. Okay, but staying at home, doing this for a living with $1,000 a day to work with, absolutely. So you can see here that I went in this trade in and out in 5 minutes, and then using that capital 5,000, I made $262 in 5 minutes. This one here, 647 in 4 minutes. And you can go back and look and see when I bought that coin on that particular day and when I got in and out using that, and you can add these up if you want to. So you can see I got in this trade in 1.5 minutes with 5,400, and I got out with 5,600. So by the time I added it all up, I made over 2,000 in 30 minutes. And so I think I proved my point to him, and he signed up for the course, needless to say. So it just depends on the amount of money that you have to work with. I've scalp traded with up to about 2 Bitcoin before, but these are on high liquidity coins. And let me show you that. Let me just show you for an example. Okay, so we do go over a lot of this in the class. Okay, so for instance, let's look at a coin real easily. This isn't going to let me go back. My screen is freezing up. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this was one that I was looking at earlier, and this is the run that we had. So this is on the 1 minute time frame, and we teach you how to be able to tell whether this is a good coin or not. So in this one, in an hour, it made 6%. So that's a very realistic coin. We try to look for coins that make at least 10% an hour. Those are going to be worthy of scalp trading. So those coins are a little bit nice to do, but you'll have coins like SHIB. Okay, so what we teach you about is SHIB. SHIB is a higher liquidity coin. When it runs, a lot of people will probably know Elon Musk and all of that, but you'll go back, and when this is what we look for. When this happens, and we have ways to find it, and we have ways to code things, 7% in 16 minutes. Okay, you may not think that's a lot, but on this particular coin, you could do $1 million in it. Okay, so you do the math in 16 minutes at 7% on pretty much any amount of money that you want to know. When you know how to do what we do, you'll be able to do that. Okay, that is a great trade for what we're looking for in 16 minutes. Okay, so we look for those, and we tell you when to stay out of coins, and we have tools that find when the runs are happening here, and we teach you how to read these, and we take profits all the time on these runs that are going up, and we show you how to do that on the minute charts. So hopefully that maybe gives you a little bit of an idea, but there are coins on KuCoin that run exceptionally well. Okay, and we do teach you that, so you can get, you know, to say 5% a week, you can make that in a day on a coin, easy. And you can make lots of different trades for 2 and 3% are very common. So and a lot of our people who are traders, especially if they're new, they're making 2% trades and 3% trades. And if you make enough of those in a day, you add it all up, you've got 20% profit for the day. And that is easier to find than the one big run. Okay. So hopefully that helps.
Just on that, I'm not going to pick on anybody in here, but every month now we have a target chase over a 24-hour period. And it's really amazing to see one of the attendees here, I'm not going to mention her name, she graduated in December, and with the target chase that we had in, I think it was January, because we had one now in Feb as well. I think she managed to, and she can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she at that time managed to compound or to be able to, what was it again? I'm waiting for it to type it, but a good couple of percent. I think it was something like 30% or 50%. And then in this last one we did, she actually improved her percentage gain over 24 hours into 57% in 24 hours. And that was just with little percentages added up over that period of time. So that really does help as well. And again, that sense of the community and everybody is in there to get profit together. It's a really amazing thing.
Yeah, we would really like to have more people in there, because the more eyes that we're trading, we're all usually on the same coin, or at least talking about it. Okay, so we try and help you determine what coins are good too. And we've got lots of really experienced traders, and every single one of them will bend over backwards to help and make sure that you have your hand held as much as it needs to be. But basically what I would say is, if you're intentional and you really want to learn how to do this, you will learn how to do this. Okay, so we will help you, and you just can't give up. And it's like riding a bicycle. You can get frustrated, you might fall down a couple times, and this is why in the very, very beginning, we don't want you really trading with real money. Okay, I know it's going to be hard, but we want you to learn the skill and learn how to make those percentages on paper first. And when you get consistent and you're ready for money, then take it to the next level. So we work you in stages, and hopefully you'll stay with us along the way, and know that we offer an extremely large amount of value for the money. And I will tell you that we have had a lot of people tell us, we thought your course wasn't going to be that good because it wasn't very expensive. And I said, well, we think it's expensive enough. There's a lot of people out there that don't have a lot, and we want to be able to offer the course as inexpensive as possible. And we know that teaching somebody how to trade, there are a lot of other people out there that will charge you $5,000 to $10,000 to teach you how to do this over a period of about a year, and take a lot of classes and courses. What we teach you is a very simple way that works, and you can learn how to do it within the first week to 2 weeks. You'll have it down, and then you just practice it from there. But we endeavor to keep our course always under $1,000, and it is. And we have to pay the trainers, and we pay them for their time, and that's really what the course material goes for. You couldn't pay everybody for their hourly rate, and most of these trainers, I will tell you this, can make a whole lot more in an hour than what we could even pay them. So but we have an exceptional team, guys. We have got 15-20 people on board, and they love what they do. And so that makes a difference in our community, is that they give back, they give from the heart, and they are really involved. So you're not going to find that you're going to get ignored at all. The more that you talk, the better it is for everybody. So we have a lot of fun in our course, and we're looking forward to the next course. We've already got quite a few people signed up. If you want to get in on the next course, the time is now. And I don't mean to say like give you an ultimatum buy now, but we closed the course on Sunday. And you need time. We've offered the pre-course videos now, so you can even start the day that you sign up. So there's a couple videos that teach you the trading platform and TradingView, which is another platform that we use. We use the free version, so we try and save you some money there too, because our tool will be able to be used without having to buy the professional version right off the bat. So we save you money there. But there are videos that you can start on today to get ready for the course and get ready for me on Monday to go through day one. And so give you some time to kind of get all set up and ready and ask your questions, because the room is open now. We opened it today. So to get started and get your questions answered as you go. Does anybody have any other questions?
I don't see any other questions, but just further testimony, the percentages I was talking about, our one member, she initially made 43% odd in the first target chest, and then she almost doubled that to 79%. And that was over 24 hours. And then Peter giving a really good example yesterday, when you follow one coin, I mean, instead of going between coins and squirreling all over the place, you stick with one coin. He made a cumulative 37% on one coin alone yesterday. So that was amazing.
Yeah, and that's really what we like to do, because when we start trading cryptocurrency, you'll find that they rotate the coins, and they only last for a short period of time up on the top burner, and that's when we get them. And so if you find one good runner of the day, you stick with it, and that will be your bread and butter for the day, and that will bring home the bacon. And that's exactly what he did. So Peter, well done. That's what I do. If I see, like yesterday, Ruin was running RUNE, you can look it up, you can see it. And I worked that coin for the most of the day because I knew it was going up. So there's lots of them that run usually at the same time. And we teach that on the course, and we teach you which ones are running and which ones how to see, which ones you don't want to mess with for short term and which ones you do. So we teach all that in our course.
Exactly. So just on that note, Wendy, there is a question. When is the next course planned for? Obviously the one starting on Sunday night. So that will be, it's opened up today. March 6th will be the start of this month. But then Dion's asking the one after. Quite simply, it's generally the first Wednesday of every month where the newbie room will open, and then the course will start on that following Sunday. But the best idea or best thing to do is to go to bitcointaf.com. And then find the HODLNOTS course, and the dates and stuff will be up there as well, Dion. Yeah,
it's usually the first or second week of the month is what we do. And then because it takes everybody full on for the whole month, we only give it once a month. So if you miss it, then yes, okay, Teresa's got it in there. April 3rd will be the next one. If you need a little bit of extra time to prep for it, to get ready for it, then some people actually take that time off. You don't really need to take the time off, but if you have a busy job where you're not going to be able to dedicate the time that you need for this, some people have to come back and take it and retake it and rewatch the course, and then you miss all of the newbie stuff that you get the whole big deal once off. But the following month, once you've graduated, you can always rewatch the next month's videos. So we do allow you to rewatch the next course, so you can kind of upkeep and whatever, but you don't get to sit the whole course. So I would say if you're going to take the course, be intentional, be as much involved in a part of it as you possibly can be with your time and all that is offered with the calendar that you'll get on day one, on all of the times that they have different things going on. And again, they're recorded so you can catch up, but you just know that it's pretty full on. It's a very full on course. So we're all over you. So your head will be swimming a little bit. So either coffee up, rest up, get ready. But we do endeavor to teach you how to trade by the first weekend. You should be trading, or at least paper trading and practicing and understanding it.
And Wendy, okay, just a quick question. Sorry, just so Rish, who seems to be in Brisbane, is asking, in terms of the time schedule, obviously for every country will be different. And I was just going to comment now, we work on Universal Coordinated Time, or UTC time. But just maybe just answer directly, what's in terms of your classes in Brisbane time, what would that be?
You're going to be up early in the morning with me because I'm in Brisbane. So I'm with you. The course is at 6 o'clock in the morning. So we give it from 6, and we're usually done by about 7:15 to 7:30. And we do that because a lot of people do have to go to work. They want to catch it ahead of time. But for South Africa, if you're in South Africa, it's about 9 or 10 o'clock at night. So it's quite late for them. In USA, it's in the afternoon time for you, which is good and bad. Some people, it's good because it's in the afternoon, but they work. So they have to really kind of come home and watch the videos. So it's just the best time zone. We've got people from Singapore that we support, as well as New Zealand and the UK. And for some people, and I think that might be in Mauritius, but some people it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm so sorry. Unless you stay up, you're going to have to get your recordings, and I apologize for that, but this is the best time. Trust me, I don't really like getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning when I could easily do it at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon my time and be very happy. But it is what's best for the global community to get this course, and I need my trainers on. So that's as late as my trainers are going to do it. So that's kind of the happy medium that we found worked for most people. But I'm glad to see Brisbane. Yay. Okay, so that I like to see more Aussies coming on board. We do have a lot of Canadians as well. So we love Canadians too. You know, power up. They're in my heart right now. So with everything going on in the world, but they're usually in my time zone as well. Canadians, and USA is usually in my time zone because it's their evening when I'm trading, and it's my morning. So I at least get a good snatch of them while a portion of trading in my Brisbane morning time. Okay, anybody else have a question? Feel free to ask. This is the time that you have with me to find out all you want to know about scalp trading or the course or what we offer. We're really excited about the course, but we do shut the doors, boom, on Sunday at midnight, my time, because it's too difficult for you and we don't want you to get behind. So if you're last minute, an hour before the course starts wanting to get in, it's very difficult because you've already missed the pre-courses. You're confused going in because you're not ready on the platforms, and there's already an overload of information coming in on Monday. And so this is the reason why we don't take late signups. And it's not because we want to be mean or we just don't want to take you. We'll push you to the next course because it's very disruptive for those who come in, and we do start on time. Okay, so just to let you know, it is full on. Okay, so and we want to be considerate to all those people who are on the time and not have to do questions from the day before and they're playing catch up all the time, because it's very frustrating for the person trying to play catch up. So we give it your best shot. Hopefully you'll sign up early. You get the pre-course videos going on before the weekend, and then we'll see you on Sunday or Monday, depending on your time zone. Okay. I look forward to having some new people on the course and training you again. My husband, if you don't know who he is Marius Landman. He does long-term trading on Bitcoin Trend and Forecast. And we have lots of different products, as you can see over on this side. I switched my icons, but it's over on this side now. We have lots of different products that we offer, and all of them are really exceptional products. They're anything from signals to trading advanced. After you take HODLNOTS, we have more advanced courses. My husband gives long-term trade reports, which are probably the most popular. It's our signature. And then we have some new products like small cap big gains, which is the new coins like NFTs, oh my gosh, DeFi coins, all these. There's hundreds and hundreds of coins out there, and they pick the best of the best. And for those people who want to profit on those, they have an exceptional report out as well. And we've got different signals. We've got salsa signals, and then we have day trade master signals. And we also have partners that we work with that mirror our trades, and they trade with the bigger investors. So those are our inner circle and trade partners. So we've got more products coming on board. We've just got like an Amazon of crypto products coming at you. But HODLNOTS is where we want to start you off, because we teach you the basic on up to getting you to where you can read those charts and you know what you're doing, especially if you're playing with bigger money and you're really investing in crypto for your future. So I'm very, very blessed to do life with Marius Landman, and we're buried up to here and beyond in crypto. Okay, we love it. We have a passion for it, and we want to teach everybody how to use it and use it wisely and properly, and how to take the most profit that you possibly can get off of your investments. And so my husband actually took our course a couple months ago, and so I'm very honored to say that Marius is also a HODLNOT. Yeah, I'm gonna bank on that one. He scalp trades the bigger high liquidity coins now, and he really likes the HODLNator as well. So yeah, so hopefully you'll come in and get yours and learn how to use it and start profiting a little bit more than maybe what you are, or let us teach you how to do it.
So very, very quickly, just to answer, Rish had a question earlier. Is this a good course if you're wanting to learn basic technical analysis? Ideally, Rish is wanting to go long-term trading down the track. And my response basically was that this course will teach you short-term TA, because with the great indicators and the knowledge that we impart to you, is that you're able to read those coins in a short time frame and plan your trades accordingly. If you're wanting to do something longer term, it's actually, if you can scalp, then longer term trading is a lot easier. So that's just my cheeky little insert. And then as well, if anybody wants more information, they can go check out btaf.com and then HODLNOTS, or you can email at HODLNOTS.com.
Yeah, thank you, John. But we do have an advanced course that is in the works and coming out now, and that's with our day trade masters. They do an advanced technical analysis course. So once you get the basics, and if you want to upskill after that, the HODLNOTS will teach you some upskilling as you go. But that is going to be an intensive course. And it is, from what I've heard from the testimonies that have been coming in, is pretty intensive as well. But it'll take you to that technical analysis level. If you want to be and learn how to do technical analysis, that's where you need to go to upskill even for further on than that. You know, you can take those courses, but it's a much more intense course as well. I wouldn't start there, but it is a good next level, intermediate to advanced technical analysis that we do not give at HODLNOTS. We do give some technical analysis along the way. After you stay with us for a little while, our trainers do upskill you somewhat, but not to that level. So if you want to be a professional at it, I would highly recommend that course to follow HODLNOTS. Definitely. You will learn a lot that you can't find anywhere else. It's a course unlike a lot of other courses. It's had some great reviews on it as well. Anybody else? Have any other questions? Yeah.
Nothing in the chat, Wendy.
Okay, great. Well, hopefully we'll see you. If you don't, get with somebody who brought you here. They probably have a link that they can give you to sign up in Bitcoin TAF, btaf. What was it? btaf.com. But a lot of people have links because they do refer our products because they have, you know, a lot of good testimonies on them. So if somebody brought you here, I would highly suggest that you get with them, sign up underneath them, and they'll work with you along the way. We do have an affiliate marketing program that goes along with it to help people put some extra money and make their subscriptions and stuff through referrals. So we have a really good program that works well with that. So if not, then just get with somebody and we'll be happy to help you sign up. Just email hello@hodlnots.com if you don't have another connection to anybody else here, and they'll respond to you and help you get signed up. But hopefully we'll see you on the course next week. I'm excited for another group coming in. We're always looking forward to more traders with us. So if you want to sign up, get going, and we'll see you next week. Okay. We look forward to you being a HODLNOT. Okay. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.